In this video, I'm gonna answer some questions about SFM and editing. And if you want to see more of this, let me know down in the comments. And I don't have anything else to say, so let's just start. How do I get my models? And this is on how to make a Splatoon poster in SFM 2021 edition. It depends, but I basically get all of my models on the Team Workshop. So just search for whatever you want, and it should hopefully appear. And if it doesn't, it probably doesn't exist, or you have to sort by like most popular or something, I don't know. And then just click subscribe. So just add the model. Here we have it. Here it is. Works perfectly for the Inklings, but I can't figure out how to make it work on Octolings, on how to change eye textures. So let's see if we can make it work. Alright, we have an Octoling girl. So you want to make custom textures for the Octoling. First we're gonna take a look on what they are called. Eyelid. Never mind, it was eyeball. I guess it's the same for Inklings and Octolings. So then it should be probably quite easy. So I'm gonna go to the workshop and search for some eye textures. Splatoon eyes. So let's try these. What about Octarian eyes pink? So let's copy this. Remember to add override materials. So go here, model, materials, and just expand this eyeball. Add attribute, string, and type in, what was it? Iris? Iris I think it was. Yep, and then just paste it in. Works perfectly fine. And can I use the Inkling eye thing? Can I use this? Let's try it on the other one. Iris, paste it in. I think it's supposed to work. Wait, I'm stupid. Look, it says eyelids. I didn't pay attention to the name. Of course it's a bit glitched because, you know, it's an eyelid texture, not eye texture. So these are eyes and these are eyelids. I didn't pay attention. So let's try these then. Let's just copy one of these and paste it in. Yep, works perfectly fine. Let's try with these. Albino blue. And this says Inkling. Well, it shouldn't matter because, see, it still works. I'm not too sure what issue you have because it works fine for me. What about an Octoling player? Nope, it still works fine. So I'm not too sure what to say. Just make sure you type it correctly and it should work just as it should work the same as with the Inklings. My outline object is gone. Why? And it's on getting to know the interface, Paint.net Basics. I'm not too sure what you mean. Do you mean like the plugin outline object? Oh my god, I have 3 different outline object plugins. Or do you mean when trying to do the outline it just doesn't work? All I can say is make sure you make let's say we want to put a text here. Make sure you add a new layer and type it. Works just fine. But if you put the text on the same layer as the background, you see now it's on the same background, it won't work because this is all the same now. So if I like resize this and then do outline object, now as you can see it puts an outline here because both are the same now. So make sure you make a new layer basically. Hi, what in your opinion is the best way to add lighting to a laptop with a terrible graphics card? I either have to add 300 lights or edit it in an editing app which doesn't look that good. And you're commenting on my 5 favorite plugins. I'm guessing what you mean with add lighting and having to add 300 lights. I'm just gonna assume you're working with SFM and since my channel is about SFM, and you're trying to add a lot of lighting in your scene, and your computer isn't very good, so it lags a bunch and you can't really work. So basically what I would say, it depends. I would just say if you can, try to do the lighting as good as possible. If not, then maybe resort to editing, but as you say yourself, it doesn't look good, but it is possible. I would just say add 300 lights or upgrade your computer, but I'm guessing that's not an option. So yeah, unfortunately you'll have to add a lot of lights. When I use the Inkling boy model, his eyes are permanently white, and it's also on the eye colors video. $iris works fine for me. Are you sure you're typing it in correctly, or maybe missing a step? Because every step is important. And if you are sure you are following the video correctly, maybe you could try unsubscribing to the Inkling model, so you remove it from your computer and then resubscribing it. It's either you're not following the video correctly, or maybe something wrong with SFM, or the workshop title, I don't know. Maybe try reinstalling the workshop title, or maybe even reinstalling SFM. That's the only thing I can come up with. When I type in base texture, nothing happens. Do you have any suggestions? And it's on the custom eyelid video. So let's say you go here, there, eyelid, string, base texture. Yep, it disappears like it should. Are you sure it's the right attribute? So you're not like going with the color or something. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, what have I done? Delete this. What have I done now? Now is a good time to say, if something is just glitching up with the textures or something like that, maybe that happened with you. Maybe just try to restart SFM. Okay, now it's back to normal. So make sure it's on string, because you're supposed to use string for it, and then type in the eyelid. Let's try it. Let's go with this one and just paste it in. Bam, works just fine. So the only thing I can say is make sure the attribute is string, and if it still doesn't work, try restarting SFM. Maybe you can tell I'm not very good at SFM. I have a little problem. If I had typed in the text and wanted to change it later because there was a spelling error in it or something, then I couldn't change it anymore and I had to start all over again. Does anyone know how I can solve this? Unfortunately, I can say it's on my thumbnail tutorial. Unfortunately, that's just how Paint.net works. If I add some text here and then start like working on it, maybe I'll make it glow like that, and then I found a spelling error, I cannot change it. It is just how Paint.net works. This is now an image, and if you want to change it, you either have to like rearrange the letters or something like that, or as you said, start all over again. When this flashing line disappears, it's done, you can't change it anymore. So unfortunately, that's just how it works. I need a plugin called Make Transparent. Is there any way to get it? Now I'm quite confused. Do you just need a plugin that can make images transparent because, you know, you have the opacity slider here? Or do you mean like, you see this isn't transparent, you see there's a white background? I don't really know how you would make a plugin for that, but what you can do is, if it's just a white background, just use the magic wand here and just click once and change the tolerance and just press delete. There you have it, and these areas as well. And now you see an ugly edge, but to fix that, just go to Effects, Object, and Feather Object if you have the plugin, and apparently it's called Feather Object Pro, or you can use a different feather plugin. I just like this one. And then if you want to go the extra mile, you can go to Asmacadon Tools and Alpha Works and make the edge sharper again, because now it's quite soft, so just increase the contrast and mix around with the percentage. There you go, there you have it. And if it's black and white like this, like a really simple one, it's very easy actually. For this, there is actually a plugin, what I know of at least. Maybe there's something for this example as well, but I at least know about this plugin, and that is Isolate Line Art. Yeah, that worked fine. That worked correctly. I think I need to select it, and now isolate. There you go, now it's transparent. So for like this, it would be quite weird, like Isolate Line Art. As you can see, it looks... yeah, it seems like the brighter it is, the more transparent it gets. Or do you mean this plugin, Make Transparent plugin? Because you mentioned in quotations, Make Transparent. This is the only thing I could find, and here you can download it. How I found it was just a Google search, Paint.net Make Transparent plugin, and here it is. How do I add textures for clothing and other stuff? Not eyes. I haven't dabbled in it very much, so I can't really answer the question quite well. Splatoon, clothes, texture, I don't know. Okay, there you have it. Some clothing texture. Zipped hoodie, music hoodie, that sounds interesting. I think I have the zipped hoodie model. Add override materials, show an element viewer model. Yeah, which one is the question? I'm just gonna go with the green one, maybe it doesn't matter. So string, base, texture. I'm just going with my gut feeling because I haven't done this before. There, oh my, now it's kind of shiny, okay. And then just paste it in. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, so there you have it, I guess, but I'm probably gonna still make a real tutorial for it. My file is a .dll instead of an .exe. That is exactly what you want. You want a .dll file. That is well, the plugins. An exe might be an installer or a virus, but most likely an installer for the plugins. And if you get a DLL file, you have to put it in manually. And you're also commenting on the same video as I show how to put them in. So I'm guessing you just didn't watch the whole video, so watch the whole video! I can't unfortunately read Japanese, so I'm just gonna go with Google Translate. Do you mean like if it's possible to like erase them from the photo, like they've never been there before? And if you mean that, yeah, it is definitely possible. It's not easy to do, but it is possible. Yeah, it's possible to erase this person, but it's not easy. You'd probably use the clone stamp, decrease the hardness and increase the brush width. I'm gonna try like quickly do it. You have to be mindful where you put the anchor, well, so it works, so it makes sense. It only took a few minutes and it worked quite well. You can see some of it. You can see I've done some masking here, but you know, it works, as you can see. Photoshop has an AI tool that makes it super easy, so you don't even have to use a clone stamp. You just paint on the person and they magically gets removed. Or if you have a Pixel phone, like I think you have to use like Google Pixel 6 or something, you know, the latest one. And they have some kind of AI thing where you can like erase stuff from the photo. Or you could use the good old clone stamp, which most programs have. Does anyone know how to change the Octoling's hair? Yeah, so we have an Octoling here. You know what? The easiest way is just to... Here's the hair root. Is this everything? Yep, this is just everything. So just get the hair root, right click, add scale control to transforms, just scale it down. There, hair removed. Then put whatever hair you want. Maybe I want this hair instead. So just go to body here, bip head, just drag it here, bam, 0, and there you have it. So that was me answering some SFM and editing questions. Will I do this again? I'm not too sure, because as you saw, I couldn't really answer many SFM questions because I'm not that good at SFM. That's it for the video. I hope I at least helped somebody, and please still ask questions on my videos. I really appreciate it, and as I said in the beginning, I think I'll answer them if I can, and if not, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry. I'm not Wikipedia. But anyway, that's it for the video. So thanks so much for watching and bye!